any wind today. Bad news is about 20 degrees colder, which means our mattresses are kind of frozen. Nevertheless, we pushed forward. Don't trip, Mark. As I very carefully delivered the rocket to the new balloon launch site.
Send it.
Send it, baby! Full send it!
It's happening.
Should we see it? Oh, yeah, I see it!
Oh, there it is.
And while the whole thing looked really cool,
So we might be in trouble.
we quickly realized the balloon was rising at a slower rate than we anticipated,
We're already south and we're only halfway up.
which totally threw off the predicted trajectory. And so after a few more minutes, we decided to manually drop the rocket, because we were already way too far off course for the rocket to make up the lateral distance to the mattress, using just the fins and gravity. 3, 2, 1, clicked.
Oh boy, that's not good.
And that's when we encountered the second problem of the day, as the fins actively forced the rocket into an uncontrolled death spiral. Altitude is 1400, coming down fast.
Well, it landed somewhere.
Check the mattress just in case. And since we had the GPS coordinates of the rocket, we headed out to track it down. The real question is, what's the status of the egg?
Mark, I think I might have some bad news for you.
At which point we stumbled on an entire field of sitting birds, which is another opportunity I'm not gonna let just pass on by.
That's a shoot, man. Is that a shoot? There's no egg.
The egg did release. The fact that this is out means the egg did come out, so that's good. But despite that silver lining, the movable fins seem to be actually forcing the rocket into that tailspin, which was surprising because Joe had definitely run through a lot of analysis and testing before coming here. So after conducting a thorough review of the footage and firmware, he was able to locate and fix a single rogue negative sign in the code that seemed to be causing all the control issues, which meant we were ready to give this one final try. We had run out of spare parts and spare weather balloons, so regardless of outcome, this would be the final attempt. If we couldn't land the egg on a mattress from 10,000 feet up, we wouldn't have any hope of pulling it off, coming all the way down from space. Phenomenal! That's nerdy space talk for everything is exactly as expected. I'm standing in the middle of the world's largest mattress, where hopefully the egg will be landing in like 45 minutes. Otherwise, we're pivoting. And my new video is world's largest mattress.
So I'm arming the rocket right now.
The last step. All right, old girl, you're in for a ride. 3, 2, 1. Let her ride, baby.
Looking good so far. We're at 500 meters.
Now, in order for the balloon to hit the target mattress, for each launch, we'd started from different spots around Gridley, which raises an interesting question maybe you've wondered yourself. How do big balloons like hot air balloons steer themselves? Or I guess even just know where they're going to land? And the answer is, computers know the wind direction and speed at every height as you go up. So on a given day, if these are the predicted wind directions and speeds, we would need to launch here to be directly above the mattress when we got to 10,000 feet. But how we know all this information is the fascinating part, because every day it's someone's job to launch 2 balloons like this into the sky at noon and midnight London time. But this is done in over 1,000 locations all around the world at those same 2 exact moments. And these balloons all have something called a radiosonde attached to them that measures things like altitude, pressure, temperature, and wind, and then they transmit the information back to the ground stations, which gets fed into supercomputers, and that's the reason weather and wind predictions can be so accurate. So 2,000 of these massive weather balloons go up every day and then eventually pop and just land somewhere. And since they're transmitting a signal, some folks make a hobby out of just trying to track them down.
How close are we to the drop point?
Balloon release?
Balloon release. That's it.
And this time we were releasing right in the target drop zone, which was good news on one hand, but it raised some new challenges on the other.
Where is it?
Grab a chair!
400.
Grab a chair!
300.
You see something?
Altitude 98 meters. I think we're down.
Everyone okay?